Hey, it's me, Zest again. Yesterday, I talked about a version of myself that existed in the world of Fallout 4, a world I chose to leave behind. I gave up on that world because the son I wanted to raise there was gone. There was nothing left for me to protect, nothing left that felt like a future. So now let's talk about the next world. Dark Souls 3. This was the second world I stepped into. I entered it as a cleric, which sounds gentle, but it wasn't. I focused on strength. A lot of it. Crazy, right? But I wanted something specific. I wanted to be able to heal myself while standing in the middle of battle. I didn't want mercy. I wanted endurance. I also carried a spear. Just one. And honestly, that spear carried me. It lasted longer than I expected, all the way to the cursed rotted greatwood. That thing was cruel. Not clever. Not honorable. It crushed me without hesitation. No mercy. All because I kept trying to poke at its spores. I thought patience would win. I thought distance would save me. It didn't. I got angry, and when I died again, I didn't blame the world. I blamed myself. That anger hollowed me out, not in the game, but outside of it. That hollow feeling lasted an entire year. I told myself I failed, that I wasn't good enough, that I should have known better. I never stopped to ask the simpler question. Was it really me? Or was it the spear? After that year, I told myself I would try again. Not harder, not angrier, just differently. I put the spear down, and I picked up a claymore. And suddenly, everything changed. When I returned to the cursed rotted greatwood, it didn't tower over me anymore. The blade cut through it, ripped it apart, turned it into ribbons. That was when I understood something uncomfortable. The bosses before it, Udex Gundar and the Dancer of the Boreal Valley, they hadn't really been obstacles. They were warnings I was finally ready to listen to. Then came the Abyss Watchers. That was different. I didn't feel like a hero. I felt like an invader, raiding a home that was already tearing itself apart. Still, I didn't hesitate. High Lord Wolnir followed, a skeleton of the dead, his breath nothing but smoke. It killed me instantly, over and over, until I stopped fearing it and simply overwhelmed him. Outpaced death with damage. Pontiff Sulivan was no joke. He beat me down more times than I care to count, but I didn't waver. And even after all of that, I realized something strange. The cursed rotted greatwood was still my only true enemy, because it had stopped me and I had returned. I defeated Yhorm the giant, but not the way I wanted to. I tried to fight him honorably, but fighting giants like that is an ant challenging a tiger. There is no honor there, only survival. When I reached Lothric and his brother, that's when the truth finally set in. I wasn't a savior, I was an intruder. They weren't guarding power, they were refusing a cycle they were too tired to continue. And I walked into their home to force an ending they didn't want. That was the moment I understood what I had become. Not a hero, not a chosen one, a necessary villain. Someone who finishes things because someone has to. I tried to defeat the Nameless King. I couldn't. He was too much. And the truth is, he didn't matter. He wasn't part of the path. He wasn't tied to the flame. Some challenges exist only to remind you that not everything is meant for you. When I finally finished Dark Souls 3, I didn't feel hollow. I didn't feel empty. I felt satisfied. Not because I conquered everything, but because I endured it. So many bosses, so many defeats. And still, I stood at the end. I don't know why this was my second world. I don't know why this one stayed with me. All I know is this: there are still many worlds left, and I will walk into them one at a time, not to be a hero, not to be remembered, but because I can.